themselves. We're going from shadow IT, which the word shadow says it's bad, to citizen developers. So now we're giving them the ability to be citizens in the company, citizens in the IS world, even though they're not part of IS.
Fantastic, and of course we saw our Russell admins yesterday, and we're hearing that the opportunity for citizen developers to really drive change in organizations is widespread. Antoine, it's so great to see you again. Thank you for being with us for another Dreamforce.
And really, Daniel did all the work, so I'm not even sure exactly how long it took. Daniel, how long did it take you?
Yeah, so I've joked about this a few times. I'm actually not a Salesforce admin, but I helped myself get through it with a lot of help from the Steelwork team. The implementation team was great. We were up and running in 5 weeks.
5 weeks?
Yeah, so up and running in 5 weeks, and as a result, the sales reps could push out a quote in less than 90 seconds.
Say that again.
So the sales rep could push a quote to the customer in their inbox in less than 90 seconds.
That must make a lot of salespeople really, really excited to have that happen, right? Because that is where they want to spend their time, is in closing deals. So we're at a mindful session here. We're going to have some great speakers coming up shortly. Give me one piece of advice as far as how do you balance your life being so busy with Toad and being a sysadmin?
Yeah, so I actually joked about this with a friend only a week ago. I think it's a common thing that people take vacation, they take time off. They'll take a long weekend, maybe a Friday or a Monday. My advice is to take the 2 weeks. Obviously I grew up in Australia and common practice is to take a longer holiday, but I think in doing so, you actually rest, you rejuvenate, and you come back to work more productive than you left.
Thank you so much. So thank you so much to Daniel Barber and also to Goddard Abel for being with me and sharing the story of Toad. Peter, back to you.
Thank you, Julie. 474,000 books that have been donated by you all this week. Congratulations to you all. But I wanted to point out that there's only one comma in that number. And we're shooting for 1 million, and if you don't feel like going to a bookstore today, there's always online donations, especially for those of you watching us from your hotel room or from home. There are options for you to participate in getting that second comma in that number and getting us to that 1 million goal. I feel like I'm doing the Labor Day telethon here, but what can I say? I'm joined now by Brandon Brunfield, the Senior Manager of Global Services Operations at BCE, and Kevin Roberts, Director of Platform Technology at Financial Force. Brandon, BCE is a great brand. It doesn't exactly describe itself. Can you tell people a little bit about what you're doing at BCE and where a partner like Financial Force is helping that happen?
Sure. So at BCE, we leverage the converged infrastructure approach to offer enterprise data center solutions through a variety of different products and services. Financial Force has really come in and helped us from the standpoint that we've been around about 5 or 6 years, and so it's time to kind of grow, not only grow, but become more of a sustainable mode. So Financial Force has helped us do a couple of things. One is build out those scalable processes within BCE, and then also start thinking about end-to-end disparate sort of programs that we have out there, bringing those all under one roof.
Brandon, the world would be so simple if we could just go out to everybody and say, throw out all your legacy stuff and replace it with cloud, and yet we just know that's not going to happen. So the complexity of the hybrid solutions that are going to be with us indefinitely, if people can't manage that combination, it's actually going to retard their adoption of cloud. So what you do is playing a key part in that.
Absolutely. We've addressed it from a couple of different ways. Financial Force has been very helpful with literally coming in and getting folks thinking and getting brainstorming around getting those disparate solutions out there, getting away from Excel. We've noticed remarkable time savings.
That's just great. Kevin, I'm never sorry to have a chance to talk to Financial Force. You guys bet big on the Salesforce platform when we were barely using that word ourselves. You gave us some of our earliest metrics on how quickly an existing set of intellectual property could become a SaaS model without creating your own new infrastructure, and you really gave us one of our first existence groups where that could happen. But now Financial Force has moved beyond its original definition of what it does in as big a way as we have moved beyond our definition of CRM. Can you tell people what's happening at Financial Force and how it's functioning in a place like BCE?
Yeah, we started with a vision that has grown out to the full ERP breadth of functionality. But we fundamentally believe to break down the differences between departments, we run those functions on one cloud. We believe if you put CRM and ERP on one cloud, you really get away from the front office, back office view of the world and turn it into one office.
And we have heard that a number of times this week, but always in really concrete operational terms. It's been so great to have so many guests this week saying front office, back office, here's how we are really, in fact, bringing them together. And thank you guys for being another great piece of that story. Thank you so much. The book drive, of course, is just one of the things that's made this, like every Dreamforce, somehow better, somehow more special than any that's come before. This is the year when we said, you know, okay, fine, San Francisco can't actually be grown, so we'll bring in the boat. This is the year we said, okay, fine, one big band for a gala? No, not enough. Let's do 3 enormous concerts and let you take your pick of which one you want to see live. There's always room to make it better. You've got the app, you've all been pushed your session descriptions. We want to hear from you at the level of the sessions and at the level of the overall Dreamforce experience. What do you want us to do differently? But now, to kick off today's unique program of mindfulness, viewpoints, and strategies, it is our pleasure, privilege to welcome a genuine thought leader, someone who has worked with top-tier organizations, Google, eBay, JP Morgan Chase. As a co-founder of Wisdom Labs, he is part of an organization that is reimagining the workforce. They're using data and science for mindfulness, resilience, and well-being in organizations. He brings tremendous personal expertise in cognitive psychology, human performance science, and organizational systems, with a focus on helping people become more personally effective and work together as part of amazing organizations. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Dr. Rich Fernandez.
Thank you, Peter, and thank you for the great job you've done all week. So a hand for Peter for hosting this week. Thank you. Hello, Dreamforce, and good morning. So today is the last day of the biggest technology conference in the world. And I hope you've all had a great week this week. It's been a good week for you all? Excellent. So today we have something very special for you, and I will tell you that it is a little bit different. Today, we're dedicating this last day of Dreamforce to mindfulness. What is mindfulness? The art and science of mindfulness, and why is it important? Well, interestingly, increasingly we're seeing in the scientific literature that mindfulness is a way to improve our minds, our bodies, our health, our overall well-being, and even our relationships with others. And so we're really thrilled today to be bringing you this amazing body of knowledge, these amazing practices that we collectively call mindfulness. But let me just preface this by saying what it's not, which is to say I'd like to do a little bit of myth busting in case you're a little worried that this is going to be a little too woo-woo, something that we only do in Northern California. So let me just myth bust a few things for you here. Number 1, no incense is required to practice mindfulness. We will not be using any incense. Number 2, you don't have to bend your body in any strange ways or contort yourself to practice mindfulness. And number 3, you don't have to believe in anything to exercise mindfulness. It's not religious. It comes from timeless traditions. It integrates contemporary science, in particular neuroscience, to help us be our best. And more than anything, it is a skill that you can develop. It's a set of tools and practices that you can adopt by really doing not very much at all, except paying attention and exercising compassion. So we'll explain what that means, and we'll explain how to do this. And importantly, let's just take a moment here to think about why this now. Why are we talking about mindfulness in the largest technology conference in the world? Well, it's a really interesting moment, isn't it? We heard earlier this week that 90% of the data in human history has been created in the past 2 years alone. We live in a hyper-connected, 24/7, always-on world. So where within that can we find a moment of pause a moment to find ourselves, to connect authentically with ourselves and with others. And in many ways, that is the heart of mindfulness. So when we think about mindfulness, I'd like to offer and our speakers today will offer a much more robust explanation about this, but I'd like to offer just 3 simple qualities to consider when you consider mindfulness. So first is the quality of paying attention. Paying deliberate, careful attention, moment by moment, to your experience, to the experience of others, and to the world around you. The second key quality of mindfulness is developing awareness. Developing mental clarity, understanding, and insight into your own experience and the experience of others. And the last quality, perhaps the most important quality, without which mindfulness is not complete, is exercising compassion. Compassion is a verb, and in many ways it really means to act skillfully, to alleviate the suffering of others, and to be of benefit to all. And increasingly, in this world, that skill is something that is absolutely true. And it's fitting that we talk about compassion and we talk about mindfulness in a conference like this, because as a very visionary and compassionate leader said recently, the business of business is to improve the state of the world. Anyone know who said that? Our dear friend, Mark Benioff. So I couldn't agree more. And to quote Stevie Wonder, who was awesome here the first day, right? It's not enough to talk about it, we have to do about it. So, today we have a really special lineup for you. As you can see here, we have an amazing group of speakers. And take a note, you know a lot of these people. And note that they come from a wide variety of sectors from our society. We have teachers and authors of mindfulness who've been doing this for over 40 years. We have my friend, an engineer from Google, and the chief technical officer until recently of Cisco Systems. We have Goldie Hawn from the entertainment sector and Donna Karen from fashion and design, and Dr. Larry Brilliant from healthcare. We have a wide representation of amazing leaders who all exercise mindfulness and compassion in their work and in their life, and they're here to share these concepts with you. So, the last thing I want to say to you is that they will share concepts, but mindfulness is something that is very active. Mindfulness is a practice. It's a skill that gets exercised on a daily basis, and that is one thing we're going to want to emphasize with you all today. We're going to give you the experience of mindfulness and invite you to participate in the practice and the exercise of mindfulness in the moment. So to begin that, I want to invite to the stage a dear friend, a teacher of mine, someone who's extremely inspirational, has been teaching mindfulness and meditation for the last 40 years. Every week, over 500 million people worldwide listen to her podcasts on how to use mindfulness and meditation to improve stress, health, and well-being. She's written 2 beautiful books on the subject entitled True Refuge and Radical Acceptance. So please welcome to the Dreamforce stage my friend, teacher, and it's overall inspiring